Hi guys, it's Debbie, and today I'd like to speak about Maniac, a spectacular new series released on Netflix just a few days ago, directed by Cary Fukunaga and starring Jonah Hill and Emma Stone. Maniac is based on an homonymous Norwegian series, and I think it is fantastic. From the creative story to the excellent acting, from the general design to the symbolism, the influences of other works such as Mulholland Drive, and the general deeper meaning of the plot. I will try to lay out the general idea behind the series and why I enjoyed it so much without revealing too much, because I don't want to ruin the viewing experience for those who haven't seen it yet. The two main characters in Maniac are Owen and Annie. Owen is portrayed by Jonah Hill, and he is a member of a wealthy New York family. Despite the family's stable financial situation, many of Owen's relatives are selfish, megalomaniacs, and they appear to be in a constant competition in all aspects of life. Owen instead is more humble, reserved. He prefers to keep to himself and his thoughts. The other main character is Annie, portrayed by Emma Stone. She is a poor but tough and streetwise New Yorker who has cut many ties with her family and lives by the day trying to make ends meet while also dealing with a heavy addiction to medication. Owen and Annie meet at the offices of a pharmaceutical company where they're both undergoing a trial for a new pill. Owen is doing this as a way to earn some money, while Annie is doing this to gain easy access to the pill she is addicted to. The pill they end up testing has a very vague effect. It's just supposed to cure everything basically, at least on a psychological level. So the trial consists of ingesting sets of pills, with the scientists then observing what the test subject's consciousnesses bring up, in particular when triggered into confronting personal issues. So the series takes a trip down the characters' minds, where the subconscious is set free. Their wild thoughts, past regrets, ideas, all mixed with the influences from the outside world. The vision is distorted, nearly like a hallucination, but as the plot moves on, everything makes more and more sense as we get to know the characters better. In this sense, the series gives a big wink in the direction of works such as Mulholland Drive, or the analysis of how dreams work, for example in Inception. Along with Annie and Owen's story, we also follow the background story of the scientists carrying out the trial, who all behave in a nearly soap opera comedic style, making the whole situation even more absurd. The absurdity of this series is probably what makes it so beautiful, because it's realistic absurdity, set in real life New York, with characters fighting with their parents, dealing with personal goals and feelings, but at the same time in this exaggerated manner. So for example, as viewers, we suddenly realize that maybe it's just our world that's going crazy. This beautifully intricate, mind-boggling plot, in which more than once we ask ourselves what exactly is going on, a concept which many characters actually bring up throughout the story, could have only been kept up by majestic acting, and in particular Emma Stone and Jonah Hill were incredible. Jonah Hill was great at conveying the idea of somebody who feels cut out by society but maybe wants to be cut out from it, a person who is scared, who has to live up to everybody's expectations. Emma Stone instead was the wannabe tough, streetwise person who has already experienced too much for her young age and is trying to wash down everything with the pills without ever confronting her past. The scientists working on the trial were equally good, in particular Dr. Mantle-Ray, portrayed by Justin Theroux, by the way was in Mulholland Drive, and Dr. Fujita, portrayed by Sonoya Mizuno. They were both ridiculously over-competitive, overachieving scientists, but who then delivered everything in a nearly deadpan comedic manner. Now let's speak about the general aesthetic of the series, because I love the whole design of this work. The first thing we notice is that this series does not give us any clue as to when it might be set. Even the calendars hanging on the walls have no month or year indicated on them. Nobody uses cell phones. I don't think we even see a laptop. And the technology used at the lab is sophisticated, but shown as retro hardware, big chunky computer screens, TVs, 80s graphics. It's nearly as if somebody 20 or 30 years ago had tried to create an image of how they imagine the world to be now. And this obviously plays even more on our minds, as we can't seem to find a reference in our own reality, making everything seem even more out of this world. I always struggle to find good quality series which challenge our expectations, give us food for thought while maintaining a good level of acting. And when I find one, I feel so lucky. I cherish that moment. This has happened with the OA, Dark, Mindhunter, Black Mirror, American Gods, Mr. Robot, The Alienist, and for me personally, Maniac will now join this list, and I would highly recommend watching it. I'm pretty sure that 2 months from now, 3 months from now, when I'll be doing my end of the year best series of 2018 video, I'll probably be speaking about Maniac again. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know your opinion. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.